If you finish a brutal leg day, you can barely walk for 3 days, and a part of you thinks, yes, this is working. That pain has almost nothing to do with actual muscle growth. What if the rules you're following, the facts you heard in the gym, are the very things sabotaging your progress? Welcome to Levitas. The world of fitness is full of bro science. Myths passed down so often they sound like facts. Today, we are grabbing the clinical scalpel and cutting through the 8 biggest muscle-building myths that are holding you back. Before we start, what's the single biggest myth you used to believe? For me, it was that I had to eat every 2 hours or my muscles would disappear. Let me know yours in the comments. I read them all, and your engagement really helps the channel. And please, hit that like button if you're ready to get smarter about your training. All right, let's get into it. Myth number 1. Let's tackle that first one head on. The idea that soreness, DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness equals growth. We chase it. We see it as a badge of honor. We think if we're not sore, the workout was wasted. Here's the clinical truth. Soreness is a terrible indicator of muscle growth. Soreness is simply a sign of novelty or unaccustomed stress. It means you did something your body wasn't used to. Maybe a new exercise, a different rep range, or a heavier load. It's a sign of micro damage, yes, but that damage is not perfectly correlated with hypertrophy, which is the long-term adaptation and growth. In fact, a 2017 review by Dr. Brad Schoenfeld published in the Muscle, Ligaments, and Tendons Journal concluded that muscle growth can and often does occur without any significant soreness. Chasing soreness often just leads to poor recovery, bad form on your next workout, and potential injury. Focus on progressive overload, not on how much you hurt the next day. Myth number 2. Moving on to number 2, the idea that you can magically transform your body fat into muscle. Let's be unequivocally clear. This is biologically impossible. Adipose tissue, which is fat, and muscle tissue are 2 completely different cell structures. You cannot turn one into the other, any more than you can turn wood into gold. However, this myth likely stems from a very real concept called body recomposition. This is where you lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. It looks like you're turning fat into muscle, but you're actually doing 2 different things simultaneously. This is most common in beginners who have a lot of room for adaptation, or in people returning to training after a layoff. A 2018 study by Slater and colleagues even showed this effect is possible in highly trained athletes under very specific, controlled conditions. So, you can reduce fat and increase muscle, but you are absolutely not converting one into the other. Myth number 3. Now we come to one of the most expensive myths. You must take supplements to build muscle. The supplement industry is a multi-billion-dollar business that is brilliant at marketing. They sell you the result, the physique, and imply their product is the magic bullet. Here's the Levitas perspective. They are called supplements for a reason. They supplement a good diet. They do not create one. You do not need protein powder to build muscle. You need sufficient total daily protein. Protein powder is just a convenient and often cost-effective way to help you hit that goal. The same goes for creatine. It's one of the most effective, well-researched supplements out there, but it's still just the extra 5%. A massive 2018 meta-analysis led by Robert Morton in the British Journal of Sports Medicine looked at 49 studies. It found that while protein supplementation did increase strength and muscle mass, the key driver was total daily protein intake. If you get enough from food, the powder provides no additional benefit. Focus on your food first. Myth number 4. The classic gym floor debate. Cardio kills your gains. This myth has some truth to it, which is what makes it so sticky. The concept is called the interference effect. The idea is that the type of signaling your body uses for endurance adaptation, like long-distance running, can compete with or blunt the signaling used for strength and hypertrophy adaptation. But this is wildly exaggerated. Research, like a key 2012 review, shows that this effect is most pronounced when you do high-intensity or long-duration endurance training right before or right after you're lifting. But for the average person, doing 20 to 30 minutes of moderate-intensity cardio for heart health is not going to kill your gains. In fact, a healthier cardiovascular system improves blood flow and recovery, which supports your training. The simple fix? If you can, separate your intense cardio and intense lifting by a few hours, or do them on separate days. But please don't skip heart health out of fear. Myth number 5, go hard or go home. No pain, no gain. You must train to absolute failure on every single set. This is the mentality that you have to grind out that last impossible rep, even if your form collapses. While training to failure can be a potent stimulus for growth, doing it all the time is a recipe for disaster. Why? Because it generates a massive amount of systemic fatigue. It taxes your central nervous system, jacks up your cortisol, and can take days to recover from, all for a tiny, if any, extra benefit. A 2022 meta-analysis by Rifalo and colleagues found that training close to failure, leaving, say, 1 to 3 reps in reserve or RIR, produced practically identical muscle growth as training to failure. The difference? The RIR group was less fatigued, recovered faster, and could handle more quality training volume over the week. Train close to failure, not to failure, for most of your work. Myth number 6. This leads right into more is always better. If 10 sets are good, 20 sets must be twice as good. This is the junk volume epidemic. There is absolutely a dose-response relationship between training volume, how many hard sets you do, and muscle growth up to a point. But that curve flattens out. A 2019 meta-analysis, again by Schoenfeld and colleagues, helped map this out. Yes, more volume up to a point, around 10 to 20 hard sets per muscle group per week leads to more growth. But once you pass your body's ability to recover, you're no longer adding stimulus. You're just digging a deeper hole. Muscle isn't built in the gym. It's built when you're resting, sleeping, and eating. If your training is so much that you can't recover, you won't grow. More is not better. Better is better. Myth number 7. The no carbs, no growth rule. We've been told that carbs spike insulin, and insulin is the most anabolic hormone, so you need carbs to build muscle. Let's clarify. They are your body's primary, preferred fuel source. They fill up your muscle glycogen stores, which allows you to train harder for longer. But are they essential for the signal of muscle growth? Not exactly. The primary driver of muscle protein synthesis, the building process, is leucine, an amino acid found in protein. While insulin is anabolic, you get a sufficient insulin spike from the protein in your meal alone. As research from experts like Aragon and Schoenfeld confirmed in their 2013 review, the most important factors are total daily calories and total daily protein. While low-carb diets aren't optimal for performance, people on them can absolutely build muscle, provided protein and calories are sufficient. Myth number 8. And finally, this one is perhaps the most damaging of all, especially for women. Lifting weights will make me bulky. This myth keeps so many women from the single most effective tool for building strength, improving body composition, and protecting bone density. Here is the physiological reality. It is incredibly difficult for women to become bulky. The bulky look of a professional female bodybuilder is achieved through decades of dedicated, 24/7 focus on training, massive calorie surplus nutrition, and often genetic gifts. The primary hormonal driver for muscle mass is T levels. On average, men have 10 to 15 times more circulating testosterone than women. As confirmed in a 2021 review by Hexstetten, women build strength and muscle density, the toned look so many desire, very effectively, but their hormonal profile creates a natural ceiling on size that is worlds apart from a man's. Lifting weights will make you strong, confident, and resilient. It will not by accident make you bulky. So after all that, what's the truth? Here's the official verdict. Building muscle isn't about soreness, magic powders, or punishing yourself in the gym for hours. The truth is much simpler and more sustainable. It comes down to 3 things. Consistency, showing up week after week. Progressive overload, dinding ways to get stronger over time, whether that's more weight, more reps, or better form. Sufficient nutrition, eating enough total calories to fuel recovery, and especially eating enough total protein to provide the building blocks. That's it. That's the secret. Stop chasing the myths and start focusing on the fundamentals, be patient, and trust the process. You have the power to build a stronger, healthier body based on science, not sensation. Watch this video suggestion, It was especially picked for you. Also share, comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos to empower your health and fitness journey. So, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep going.